Success Radio Ìbàdàn ìkànnì ayé gbọ́. Ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀lẹ̀ ó milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio Ìbàdàn ìkànnì ayé gbọ́. Ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀lẹ̀ ó milẹ̀ tìtì. Ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀lẹ̀ ó milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio Ìbàdàn ìkànnì ayé gbọ́. Ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀lẹ̀.
All right, thank you so much for being there. It is really another Thursday morning on Success Radio Ibadan. Ìbàdàn nílé Olúyọ̀lé níbi alágbára tí ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó ti ń rówó tó lè òsì jàre olóhùn mọ́. This is the city of brown roof, as it was said in those days, but now there are many other colored roofs these days. Alright, Eco Pointer is the program right here. Kolawole Kayode is the anchor. Success Radio is the platform. On this program, what we do for the benefit of as many who are connecting to us for the first time, what we do is to analyze and bring to you information, news that has to do with business, finance, and economics. And we relate this business news, this economic news, this financial news as it concerns you as a person, as a business person, as a private person, as a career person, as a professional person. And I want to ask a question this morning, and I want us to get involved in that question. Coming into 2024 that will enter in few days to come, what are the activities that will bring money, that will bring profit in 2024? That is my question. Àní kí ló máa jáwó? Yes, ní 2024. Some activities were profitable as whatever complaint that people may have. Some activities were profitable this year, and as you know, things changes. Alright, we are saying some activities were profitable. They brought a lot of money to those who are doing them in 2023, and come to 2024. Some activities, some businesses, I mean legal business, not illegal one. Some businesses will be highly profitable come to 2023. It's a discussion. I want us to get involved. I want to say your mind. What do you think, considering the situation of the economy, considering what is happening, the fuel situation, transport situation, manufacturing, and many others? What do you think will bring more money by 2024? If you are connected to us already, please help us to share this information. Help us to share the program, send it to your contact, and tell them, inform them to also like it, so that whenever we are on air like this, you have the notification. And for you to join us live, if you want to call in into the program, the number you can call is 090-442-51967. I mean 090-442-51967. I appreciate many of our people already here. We have Olori Tijani Fatima. Thank you so much. Adekunle Ebobu, thank you so much. We appreciate you for joining the program. Master Shoki is here already. Thank you. We appreciate it. And the second studio line you can call to be part of the program this morning is 090-501-96520. I call that line again, 090-501-96520. These are economic information that we can gather all through our different dailies, newspapers, and they have to do with you. We are trying to analyze them as they concerns you. Omolaja Toyin Adebayo, thank you so much. Sorry, Omolaja Toyin says, God bless Success Radio. Amen. All right, let's go on with the information that we have this morning. They are so plenty. We brought them truckload. This one is from the Premium Times of 27th of December 2023. This information is saying 2024 budget, running cost of finance, budget, trade ministries to surge to increase by 2 trillion naira. Alright, this other headline is saying insecurity, economic hardship to worsen in 6 states. The World Bank has said that. This one is saying federal government fines British American Tobacco $110 million. This headline is from the Inside Oyo newspaper. Is saying Oyo Reps member Remi Oseni launches 5 billion naira endowment fund. This also is from the Inside Oyo newspaper. Is saying Bowers Tower reopens in Ibadan. Dignitaries laud philanthropist gesture. And this one is from the Business Day newspaper. Is saying why bus fares drop for second month despite costlier fuel. And this headline is from the Naira Metric newspaper online. Is saying CBN guideline Nigeria to witness surge in crypto usage in 2024. And from the This Day newspaper, this one is saying CBN, all banks depositors fund is safe. I really hope that gives you hope and bring down all the hyper feeling and hyper tension and all the rest of them. Alright, we go into the details of this information so that we begin to relate them to how it concerns each one of us. (2024) budget, running cost of finance, budget, trade ministries to surge by 2 trillion naira. The Federal Ministry of Finance alone will spend or expend about 8.5 trillion naira on overhead. When you talk about overhead, you are talking about salaries, you are talking about office expenses and the rest of them, and it is that amount is going to be 15.8% more than the 7.34 trillion budgeted for 2023. And what is this relating to us? It is telling us that inflation, increase in prices, general increase in price of goods and services is affecting almost everybody. And the government is not left out. You see, some people may say what we're saying, we're very sorry for that interruption. Some people may say, why is the government spending more money? Why is the government spending more money? There is general increase in the price of goods and services all around Nigeria. There is no way government budgets too will not increase, even though they are not doing more activity on the same activities. Because prices has gone up, budget will also go up. Let us be fair in our analysis. Even in our own house, the garri we bought for whatever 500 before, maybe some of them are now 600. The palm oil we bought for 800, some of them are now 1,000. So budget has increased. But the major thing we need to inform our government and those who are representing us in terms of economic activity, who are spending our money on our behalf, well, is to be faithful. Yes, if money is spent, we should have the effect, a good effect. You know, the reason many Nigerians complain, and many of us are still complaining, is that we don't see the effect of those money. Money is mentioned, money is shared, but then many people are not seeing the effect in town. If a contract is brought out, the contract is not executed on time, people are not seeing the effect on time, and money will be spent, but many times we don't see what the money was spent to do. And this is why there are allegations that many of this money goes into private, personal purses. But in essence, it may not be so. However, we are challenging those who are representing us as leaders who spend our money on our behalf to make sure whatever money, people can see it. If people can see the reflection of the money spent, at least complaints will reduce. All right, this one is from the Punch newspaper. insecurity, economic hardship to worsen in 6 states in Nigeria. The World Bank has said insecurity, armed conflict, and poverty will continue in at least 6 states in Nigeria, in their local government areas, in localities, in little towns and villages. There will be a lot of insecurity, economic hardship. Many people will not be able to find food to eat, and so many other terrible negative circumstances like that. Is that a prophecy of doom? I want to sincerely believe that's not information we like to hear. And what are the local government that have been mentioned, or the state that have been mentioned, that there will be economic hardship come 2024? One of those states is Borno State. You remember the Boko Haram issue almost started in Borno State. Another one among the states is Kaduna State. Remember the killings in Kaduna, especially in southern Kaduna, as we used to hear then. Another one is Katsina State, where armed conflict people did not even give regard to the former president Muhammadu Buhari. They still carry out their satanic or devilish activities in that place, despite the fact that the former president of Nigeria came from that place. Sokoto State is another one that was mentioned. Yobe State is also one of them. Those are one of the earliest places where Boko Haram activities was so popular. Zamfara State also joined the fray. You remember a lot of killings goes on in Zamfara these days. And the northern part of Adamawa is also mentioned. Report says in 2024, insecurity, economic hardship will be worsening in all these places. Now, how does this have to relate with all? It is to tell us, in case you have it in mind to travel to these areas to go and do business, you need to be cautious. I'm sending this as a security report to business people. Maybe you want to go and buy and sell in those areas. Hey, you need to be mindful. And because of the security situation in these places, there wouldn't be much things to buy from them, because as we speak, many of them are not doing the farming they were known for. The insecurity has affected agricultural activities in all these places. However, if we are to go further in our analysis, we can also say there will be possibly some businesses to do in those areas. One of the businesses is taking food from other parts of Nigeria and taking it to those places because they could not do farming. They'll be willing to buy. But my other question about it is that if we take food from here to go and sell in those places, where would they get the money to buy since they are not working, many of them? And I think another way around it is to connect your business to philanthropic organizations who are willing to donate food in those areas, so you can connect to them. Philanthropic organizations, government organization, non-governmental organization. You as a business person who sells food, who sells clothing, can connect to them. They buy from you and they deliver to those people. And that's a business idea, and that will bring you money come 2024. If you have question on this program, you need to forward your questions, send your comments, and you can also call in to be part of it. Eco Pointer is the program. Success Radio is the platform. Kolawole Kayode is the anchor. But still on this issue of insecurity in 6 states in Nigeria, I really want to believe, and from all the information statistics that we have, that this issue is not limited to those 6 states. Even in the southern state, there are insecurity problems. Even here in Yoruba land, many people could not go to their farm because of insecurity. In Okeogun part of Oyo state, many people could not access their farm. They could not cultivate their land because of insecurity. So we can say, if the government want to help people economically, in business, in finance, the government need to put more effort on security issue. And this is also telling us, we are also using this platform to join the various voices and personalities and organizations who had been calling for state police. Yes, we are using this platform to join that, that request that the government, the legislature particularly, need to come up, sit up and do something about this. Let there be state police in Nigeria so that each state could manage their territory, manage their farmland, manage their forests, manage their city, and at least they'll be able to monitor more closely security situation in their locality. Because one of the reasons why we have inflation in Nigeria today is not only because price of petrol and diesel and kerosene have gone up. No, it is also because farmers could not produce. Alright, we continue. This other headline is from the Punch newspaper. The headline is saying federal government fines British American Tobacco $110 million. The federal government, through the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, has fined British American Tobacco and its affiliate companies to the sum of $110 million. The reason is because the company infringed on the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission Act and the National Tobacco Control Act and some other legal provisions. They infringe on those laws, and based on that, the commission has fined them that sum of money. In addition to that fine, the British American Tobacco will be subjected to some supervision for a period of monitoring for 24 months, 2 years. That is to ensure that their operations were not going beyond the provisions of the law that was created for them. And how does that concern? So it is to tell you, whatever activity you have to do, whatever business you are doing, whatever economic activity you are involved in Nigeria, do it within the provision of the law. Don't go beyond the law, because if you do so, the government may catch up with you. And when the government catch up with you, you may be fined. Let your businesses be legal. That is the emphasis here. Let your businesses be legal. Let what you are doing be according to the provisions of the law. This information is from inside your newspaper. It says Oyo Reps member launches 5 billion naira endowment fund. And part of that activity was to ensure at least one borehole is provided in every polling booth area in that constituency, that federal constituency. The rep member also appoints 60 special assistants in that empowerment. Also, the rep member said 100 people from his constituency will be given 1 million naira each to boost their business and to promote their economic activities. Engineer Remi Oseni is that rep member who is doing these things in Oyo State. Is the rep member representing Ibarapa East and Ido local government area. And during the inauguration of the endowment fund of 5 billion naira, immediately he released 50 million naira into the account of the fund. Just to tell people there that this is not a joke, it's a serious business. Now my issue here is this: if he could empower 100 people in their business and they could come up and improve their business and they too become employers of labor, 100 people, okay, let us assume each of them employ 2 other people, and that would be 200 people. Yes, at least 200 more people now, plus the 100 people, making 300. Now consider that each of the 300 we have family, brother, sister, children, wife, daughter, son, parent that they take care of. Now let's assume that each of these 300 people have to take care of 3 other persons. Yes, I'm talking of the spiral, the multiplier effect, and that will give us another 300. Assuming, at least it tells you there will be a lot of improvement in that federal constituency if this vision is implemented. And we also want to say that the empowerment must be monitored. We have to be very sure that people who get this money use it for the purpose of investment and not for the purpose of self aggrandizement, not for the purpose of self show off, to do social things and the money fly away. And we also use the opportunity to call on other politically elected and appointed officers to make sure they empower their people positively. Set up farms. Yes, set up farms. Let's set up factories. Encourage people to build factories, to set up farms, process our agricultural produce, process palm oil, process fruit, process banana into chips, banana into banana powder, banana into many other paste, process pawpaw, process so many other things. By doing this, there will be more jobs and there will be more prosperity for the people. Alright, this one is from the inside of your newspaper. Bowers Tower reopens in Ibadan. Dignitaries laud philanthropists over the gesture. The state government of Oyo has reopened the Bowers Tower after one of the Ibadan chiefs and a popular engineer sponsored the renovation of that center. Remember, Bowers Tower is what we call in Ibadan Laipo. And the location is at Okeare. It's like the biggest, the biggest place in Ibadan. When you enter that Bowers Tower and you go through the staircase, that spiral staircase inside the Bowers Tower, from there you can see almost all part of Ibadan. That place is a tourist center have been there very many years ago, and now we learned it has been renovated, especially during this Yuletide season, during this festivity season. You can also go there to see Ibadan. Yes, be part of the tourism in that place. And why this is very good is that renovation will bring, it's a way of generating money for the government. It's also a way of creating job for some people, and people will also be able to see many parts of Ibadan. If people say Ibadan lemon mo Layipo, the Layipo they are talking about is that Bowers Tower. If you enter there, you go through the staircase and go up there, and from there you can see different parts of the city, the ancient city of Ibadan. All right, this one is from the Business Day newspaper. The information says why bus fare drop for second month despite costlier fuel. Since May 29, 2023, when our current president Bola Ahmed Tinubu announced that subsidy is gone, since that day the price of fuel has been going up from the 190 it used to be. It soared to 200 plus, then it went to 500, then it went to 580, then it went to 600 plus. That is to tell us that transport fare should be going up as the petrol price goes up. Yes, that is normal, and that's normal economics. In this report, the report is saying, latest transport fare report says intra-city bus fare in Nigeria dropped for the second straight month in November by 6.23%. Okada fares also dropped by 6.74%. How come fuel price will be going up and transport fare will be dropping? The simple reason here was mentioned in the report. And what was the reason? The reason is fall in demand for that transport service. There was a reduction in the demand for the transport service. Why? Because the cost that people have to expend on transportation to move themselves around has really gone up. Somebody who spent 100 naira before now spend about 300, 400, 500 naira. Because of this, so many Nigerians have reduced their movement around. Many places they should have gone, they rather make calls. Some, they have now find a way to connect to their friends and relatives who has a vehicle, who has Okada, and they go together in that person's vehicle to where they are going. Some, they have ensured that instead of going out 3 times in a week, they've reduced it to only 1 time, and whatever they have to do 3 times in a week, they do everything once, just to reduce the transportation costs. And due to this fall in demand for the transport services, the motorists, the Okada riders, when they go around and they could not get passengers, now the plane they supposed to carry for 300 naira, and passengers, the would-be passenger is saying is 200 I have. Instead of going without carrying anybody, the motorists are forced to carry the person. That is the reason. It's not because it is profitable to the motorists, it's because of the situation they also find themselves. Alright, this one is from the Naira Metric newspaper online. It says CBN guideline, Nigeria to witness surge in crypto usage in 2024. Based on the CBN guideline, one of the cryptocurrencies available, that is called yellow card, has said there will be such increase in the usage of the blockchain technology, that is called cryptocurrency, in Nigeria by 2024. And what is the reason for this assertion, this statement? The reason is because CBN has shown recognition of the digital asset potential, benefit, and importance. And in the guideline was to allow virtual asset service provider, that is cryptocurrency and crypto asset organization, to open accounts with Nigerian banks. However, banks themselves are still prohibited from holding, trading, and transactions in virtual currencies on their account. And this is already a business opportunity information. This is one of the things that will bring money in 2024. Crypto trading, crypto transactions. If you have known about it before, go and gear up again to reconnect that opportunity. If you don't know about crypto before, you can go and learn something about them, so that you can also seize opportunity come 2024. I said at the beginning of the program, what will bring money in 2024? This is one of them. Alright, this one is from the This Day newspaper. It's talking about the CBN. CBN says all bank depositors' fund is safe. Against the backdrop of the recommendation by the Special Investigation probing the activities of CBN for the federal government to take over some CBN supervised financial institution, against that recommendation, the CBN has said depositors' money in our various financial institutions, they are safe. Why this is coming up is because many depositors have been showing concern that, hey, what is going to happen for the federal government to raise investigative panel into the activity of CBN are concerning some banks that have been supervised by CBN. Is it that those banks are not standing well enough? Is it that they are not having the muscle to be able to stand the financial situation in Nigeria? The CBN is saying such problem does not exist. That depositors should be rest assured that their money is safe. Alright, we would like to leave it at that. Let's also believe that our money is safe. And we also call on the CBN to ensure everything that will make our money to be safe, they must do as a matter of importance. We call on the CBN Governor Yemi Cardoso to ensure everything that will make sure the fund of Nigerians are safe in the various banks must be done. Nigeria don't want excuses. We don't want explanation of why there is a failure. Yes, sir. Alright, on that note, we shall be calling it quits for today on the program. Alright, we shall be calling it quit on the program this morning. We are already going to the afternoon time now, almost noon time now. On Eco Pointer today, Abibat has been my studio manager, helping to control all the gadgets so that you can hear us clearly from wherever you are. I sincerely do appreciate the management of Success Radio in the city of Ibadan for giving us this platform to use. And indeed, I appreciate every one of us who are connected, those who have sent their comments, those who are connected to us, those who have helped to share the program to their contacts. Eco Pointer is the program. Kolawole, Kayode is the anchor. To connect me, to get me information, to talk with me, you can speak to me on 07053706276. It's like I'm too fast. I'll call the number again. 07053706276. Alright, crossing over to the new year, we meet again by New Year time. By the time we'll be meeting again, it will be 2024. We pray that every one of us will enter into the new year in prosperity, and our prosperity will enlarge more and more in the new year. See you next year. Thank you so much.